Today I'm building my spreadsheet with all the corresponding data, and I already have some currency data in each of these columns. Then I add them together, and then I multiply this unit price by the number of sessions and I'd get the total amount. Alright, so here I have all the information, but it might be that I want at some point to not have certain data that might end up distracting me somehow. If these are some data that come by default because they are inventory data or from a previous table or something else, it might be that I don't want to know or at least see them, because I already understand that they are adding to the final amount. So maybe showing only this last column is more than enough. In this case, what I can do is select these 3 columns, for example, and proceed to hide them. As it is obvious, I am unable to delete them, because if I delete them, what will end up happening is for the final column to change, it would revert to 0. But I can select them, and with the right button, I can click on the option, Hide these columns. What does it mean that I hide them? Well, it means that they are still there, they are just not visible, but the data is there and they are fulfilling their function. In fact, this 225 is the sum of that hidden data. But let's notice that we have gained a lot of clarity. We have simplified the spreadsheet a lot, and we still are certain about the unit price and the fact that they have been multiplied in order to obtain the final result. Logically, if I want to re-examine where these final results come from, I will have to re-show those columns. We would do this by selecting the 2 columns we can see that are on either side of those that we need. We need the columns C, D, and E. And we know that because from B it jumps straight to the F. Then logically, taking into account that there is a gap here, I can select these 2 columns that are framing the missing ones, and by clicking the right button, we will make them visible again. And so we see that we have possibilities for summarizing the information that we have that has served to calculate an end result. We can simplify the visual presentation of the results, basically by hiding the information that is not relevant at this specific moment. We can do this by using both columns and rows. If we have a number of rows, we could hide and re-show them. This idea is especially useful whenever we have some data that we do not want to visualize at a given moment. In essence, this option helps us make our spreadsheets more understandable to the audience in question and has a special emphasis, a way to emphasize what is most relevant at each moment.